Drinks and Discussion.
Let's try it again. Let's try it again.
Wait a second.
Let's try one more time.
Welcome to the Drinks and Discussion podcast. I'm your host, King Bach, KBNGBAK. Got my main man in here with me, Primetime Naeem. Yo, this episode is sponsored by Let'sGetChecked.com. They don't just do STD checks. I know it's COVID tests and they out. They do COVID testing too. So make sure y'all do it. Matter of fact, they gave us money to give to y'all. So today and tomorrow, right? If you share the live, you get entered in a chance to win $500, right? It's $500 each time. So you could win a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Who don't need a wrap real quick? Who the heck is calling me on podcast day? Don't call me on podcast day. All right. So yeah, you could win a wrap. You know what I'm saying? So if you share it, I get to see who shares it because I have the podcast page. So I see who shares it. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to, at the end of the week, I'm going to put all the names in a bucket and I'll pick 2 names out the bucket. Those are the names that's going to receive the $500. All right, cool. And then we'll announce it, not next week. We got the next. We'll announce it. All right, cool. Make sure you share it. Make sure you put little likes or whatever. I see all that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? The more people who are interactive on it, man, the higher your chances of winning. So it is what it is. All right, boom. So moving forward, we got a guest here with us today. We got Miss Free here with us. Hey, Miss Free.
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right. Miss Free, you want to tell the people about yourself?
Sure. So my name is Free. Some people might know me by Sharita. That is my first name. I'm a poet in the RDU area. I also do a podcast where I co-host called The Cool Spot. And let me think about it. You know, I do a little bop, a little here, a little there. I do voiceover, you know. Let me know what you think. Hey.
All right. That green light on your thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Just make sure. All right. Boom. So that's why it's so low. Got you. I was like, why is her mic so low? All right, cool. We good now. I'm bringing you back down. All right, cool. So, first things first. What's in the media we need to cover?
The Drake joint.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we need to cover the Drake joint. So for those of y'all who don't know, apparently Drake is putting hot sauce in his condom, which is the most ingenious idea that I've heard of in a while. Because I'm not saying that it ever happened to me, but I do be afraid of like women like taking the condom and like trying to put the splooge back in them. You know what I mean? Like I don't leave condoms at women's cribs. I dispose of condoms like so nobody has access to it. You know what I'm saying? But Drake was kind of smart. It was like, bro, I'm not doing all that extra shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to put a little bit of hot sauce in it and keep it moving.
Listen, you know, Drake hasn't taken responsibility for this thing, but this story is nothing but good for him. Because now women going to be thinking twice before they try to, you know, go dumpster diving for some condoms. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to be like, dang, should I put it? They're going to be trying to smell it. Like,
right.
They're going to be
trying to make better decisions about who we sleep with.
They're going to be like
okay, and now I understand that, you know, he's famous, and so, of course, he's going to have his plethora of women or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But can we just make better judgment calls? Can we? Like, you just got to go put hot sauce in the condom? Like,
I understand that point if it was like a regular person, but like it's Drake.
Right. But this is the thing. How many regular men are going to take this and be like, I'm putting hot sauce everywhere now?
Me.
I mean, if you got something to lose, you know what I mean? Especially if you got hundreds of millions of dollars, you get what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying, like, it's nothing else that you can use besides hot sauce. There's so many different other type of spermicides and other things that he probably could put in the condom Other than just being like, I'm gonna be cheap and I'm gonna go get some text.
I mean, he's probably just being petty because to me, that's just the most pettiest thing you could do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's going wrong.
Oh, you trying to take my sperms? All right, hit some Tabasco to go along with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I just see it going wrong.
I mean, clearly there's a million ways you can dispose of a condom. I mean, you can flush it down the toilet, all kinds of stuff.
Well, no.
They see the old Negro way.
Yeah. Flushing it down the toilet. I've heard some horror stories.
Nah, bro.
You gotta tell all his
It ain't me.
Nah,
it's a horror story. It ain't me.
Nah, I'm saying you gotta be smart about it. You're supposed to wrap it up in the tissue, and then flush it. If you just flush it, then you gonna have those problems. You wrap it up with some tissue, then you flush it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Okay.
But I want to see them condoms either. I mean, now look, there are some women that are on some other stuff. I can't say that there aren't. Most of us don't want that shit anyway.
I mean, not from regular niggas, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, when you talking about Drake, possibly, how much is Drake worth now? 200 million? Something.
Yeah. I think he's getting ready to break $1 billion at this point. I think he's close.
That's gonna be that one time he forget to put that damn hot sauce now, baby.
Listen, and he probably.
You already have number 2?
No, I don't think he had number 2 yet.
No, he only got one. He only got one. But I'm sure he scored from that one.
Oh, you think she got him like that?
I don't know if she got him like that.
She probably got him.
But I don't know. But I'm sure he scored just because of that. Because he probably thinking in his mind like, dog, I don't want no. Like I heard some crazy rumors about Drake and how he even gets women. Like I heard he got a dude who goes out, scouts women, interviews women, and then brings them back to like the hotel.
That's some baller ass shit. That's like fucking what's the little dating things, the dating connoisseur thingy, like the elite, those elite black dating things. Like, yo, I'm gonna go out and find somebody that I know for a fact from what you're telling me that you like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind that. I don't think that's wild. I think it
makes sense. I mean, because you're gonna see a plethora of people. So to narrow it down, to not get lost and to maybe miss the potential that he might see, might miss out on, I could get it.
Now listen, homies, look, for you guys making less than 6 figures, y'all don't need to be going out your way to put down hot sauce in the daggone condom, right? Nobody, you know what I'm saying, is going in the trash can for your condom if you're making less than $40,000 a year. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah, right.
Let's keep it a buck. So you guys just go ahead and put it whatever. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about it. Ain't nobody gonna be that damn desperate to try to get your back.
Well, let's not say that because some niggas be stunting and the woman think that a nigga got more.
Well, that's what your dumb ass get there. Why you over here perpetrating like you got money? And guess what happened? Now you got some gold diggers coming at your ass. Like, you gotta be careful.
So I'm happy that you geared it toward that because that's a great segue. So, I've been looking at the comments for the podcast, and it's a lot of simp dudes out there that are saying that me and Naeem are not. We are pandering to fuckboys. That's what they said.
Pandering to fuckboys.
Yeah, they said that we're pandering to fuckboys.
Okay.
Because of some of the comments that we made. Because you and I don't put up with no shit.
All right.
We don't put up with no shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to women, we have standards and we stand on our standards.
Right.
All right. Boom. So I feel like this podcast isn't for you if you think that, you know what I'm saying, like we're gonna pander to your simp ass. Like I'm not doing it. Like I'm not cutting no corners. This is who I am. You know what I'm saying? This podcast isn't for. Give me some simp shit, bro, because I can't even think about any right now.
Simp shit, man. Just any dude who is like
this podcast isn't for the nigga that goes on Facebook first thing in the morning and hits 8 inboxes and says, "Good morning, beautiful." This podcast ain't for you, bro. It's not for you, man. You know what I'm saying? This podcast ain't for the nigga that don't understand when he's in the friend zone. This podcast ain't for you, bro. This podcast is not for This podcast is not for the nigga who's never been out of his state.
Get him.
This podcast isn't for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't stress enough that, you know what I'm saying, if you're not cultured, if you're not well traveled, if you're not, you know what I'm saying, well inert, you know what I'm saying, in your manhood to understand that we keeping it real and standing on our shit, this podcast isn't for you, bro.
Legit.
Yeah.
All right then. Yeah.
Why you look like that,
Yeah.
Fred?
Yeah.
I was just like, all right. I was seeing if it was something I can go back. I was like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, hey, then I can do better. I'm like, no, that makes sense.
That's a real
I
shit,
think
right?
that's what it is a lot of times. It's those that have not been outside of their own area
Mhm.
that generally have the most to say.
Right. And my thing is this, like, you know, I may not agree with everything that I see. Never mind. I don't agree with everything that I see on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm not going to always say it. I know when to hold my tongue. You know what I'm saying? I might be like, that's not for me. Whoever this message is for, it's not for me.
Right.
It's not for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't fall in any of those shoes, so it's not for me. You know, a lot of the time, that's why I don't comment on the Facebook statuses I make. Because it's like,
Your Facebook status are always hilarious, by the way. I'm always like, wait a minute, girls, let's talk about it.
So, all right, so let's talk about that. So, boom, up under my statuses, you would 9 times out of 10, you would see that I would never comment back on anybody, only because like the first 5 comments normally be women trying to flip the script on men and play victim, and that shit fucking blows me. Like, shorty, who hurt you? You want to talk about it? We can
Here we
talk.
go.
You know, sometimes y'all do the same thing, and it literally, you know, shines like, okay, you a little hurt. What's up? Let's talk about it.
Well, yeah, I think that comes down to like responding with emotion versus
Logic.
right.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people, they're coming when they read it, it strikes an emotional chord, and then that's how they're responding.
They're
versus they're triggered. You know, these are triggered responses. And then, a lot of times, and this happens on some of my videos too, is that like they'll start talking about something that you weren't even really talking about in the first place.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they heard one word and their mind went this way.
Mm-hmm.
And although it's linked to what you're talking about, that ain't even really what you're talking about. But they wanna argue with you about it. You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it's like, so some of that stuff I just be like, all right, well, I ain't even gonna correct the person. I'm just like, all right, yo, I'm just go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, if someone wants to respond to this gentleman or this lady, go ahead.
Yeah, I just let it go, because at the end of the day, you know, the post goes viral because y'all are commenting on it, which is putting it in the algorithm, which is putting it on other people's pages. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you might like so and so. You know what I'm saying? So
it's not for your good either way. Is what you're saying?
Right. No press on the internet is really bad press. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know what I'm saying, if your goal is to go viral, like it's like, okay, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, do you intentionally put controversial statuses up?
Absolutely.
Every day you're like, whoa,
Yo,
this out today. Let's go.
I wake up in the morning, right? I time my statuses. So it's a feature on Facebook where you can time the statuses.
Mm-hmm.
And I wake up in the morning and I say, how can I fuck up somebody? This is after my meditation. I wake up in the morning and I say, how can I fuck up niggas' lives today? What can I say to fucking stir the fucking pot, right? And then boom, I get like 5 statuses in my head. I just boom. All right, I'm gonna schedule that shit right at lunchtime because I know motherfuckers gonna be on here. You know what I'm saying?
You mess with them algorithm for real. 9, 12, you like, this other time.
Yeah. Because niggas normally check Facebook like 9 in the morning. So, you know, if you go to work at 8, right? You get bored right around 9 o'clock. You open that Facebook out. Somebody gonna text you, good morning, beautiful. And you gonna check that fucking Facebook. And you gonna
8 in a row.
Yeah, right.
From them simp.
Yeah, that simp nigga gonna hit you. Cause no, man, I'm not even gonna say that because he really might have a job.
There's some guys that aren't some guys that hit you with the good morning. The good morning, Queen. Grand Rising.
But if you hitting like 8 chicks and nobody's hitting you back, like that'd be my thing.
Yeah, I feel like it's one thing is if he's DMing you and only you, but if he's out here just copy and pasting to like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get one of these eventually.
Right. But my thing is this: if a nigga, if a regular nigga is out here doing it, he's out here doing it several different times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've looked at like, okay, so I've been at the bar one time.
Okay.
Sitting at the bar, smoking my hookah, chilling. I ain't bothering nobody, right? I'm at the corner of the bar. It's a guy that's like right in front of me. He has his like phone like up and he's like texting or whatever. Like, you know, he's propped up on the bar, he's texting, and like he's hitting like every shorty thread. And I'm just like, bro, this nigga's a simp. Like, what you are hitting everybody with the same message, like, yo, you up? What you doing? Yo, you up? What you doing? Yeah, like just, oh my God. It's fucking terrible, man. It's fucking terrible. All right, so I had a conversation. With a young lady. I guess I want to say maybe it was the week we didn't do the podcast. So last week, right? So I had a conversation last week or whatever, and she got proposed to over the holidays. She said no.
Oh damn.
Okay.
And you know, she was coming to me for like advice. She was like, "Yeah, things have been rocky since I said no." I said,
"Of course it's rocky."
I said, "It shouldn't be a relationship if you."
Nah, it's done after that.
Okay, let's start right here. Let's start right here, right? So, on a proposal, right? Boyfriend, girlfriend, a proposal. If the woman says no, is the relationship over? Because this is going to be the foundation for everything that proceeds after this.
I think it depends. So at first I was about to be like, yes, the shit should be over. But it depends on if there's some type of accountability that he had. Like, was there something that was done? And she said no. Like, did you feel like you cheated? You got caught. A month later, I'm gonna propose. Like, I'm trying to make it better.
Yo,
like,
that's some whole nigga shit, though.
Right. Some shit. Like, is it that type of scenario? Is it?
But in that case, I feel like it should still be over either way.
Right.
But I think it depends. It depends on if it's that. It depends on if she's saying no because you're financially irresponsible, and she's just like, oh, we can't merge this shit together. It's not working. It depends on the reason as to why.
Okay.
I mean,
I can respect that.
But I would say probably 7 times out of 10 it's probably over because.
Okay.
What's the purpose? The proposal isn't the end all be all. There's still relationship prior to marriage and then therefore going forward. So if you're saying no at this point, what is it that you're doing?
Okay. All right. So hold on to that. Naeem.
All right. So I do want to say, like, I feel like your perspective is going to be different from the guy's perspective because you're not the one doing the proposal. But like,
I shouldn't be.
Right. Women. Don't,
stop it.
No. Before you think about getting on one knee, no.
Don't you do it.
Don't do it. Anyway, so
I'm gonna get to yours after Naeem.
You needs to be good, man.
Right. God, no, man. Get down on the mega knees. All right. But so I will say this, like, as a man, as a guy, you know what I mean? I feel like one of the greatest gestures you can do for a woman is saying, hey, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I'm totally in love with you. I don't care about none of these other women. Let's do this thing. And maybe it's like, especially for me, because I'm really like, ooh, like I don't want to, like, marriage, to me, marriage is a big deal. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? That's not something I'm going to hop in lightly. So if and there's not a lot of women I would consider marrying, if there was a woman who I'm finally like, yo, let's go ahead and do this, and she's like, no? What? Like, I'm gonna be yeah, I'm gonna be so hurt, and you know what I mean? I'm just gonna be like, especially because in my mind, I feel like women are way more prepared for marriage than men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, they grow up. You know what I'm saying? With the
right, as a kid, with the mindset, like I want to, you know, get married when I'm older. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, play with your Barbie dolls, his house.
Right.
Like, oh my gosh.
We're thinking about, you know, becoming NBA stars. They're thinking about getting married. So it's like, so for me, I'm gonna just be like, because to me, I'm thinking like, isn't this what you want? But maybe you just don't want it from me. And so from that perspective, I got to take that as a sign to get the hell up out because the love ain't 50-50 or whatever. 50-50
okay.
or 100-100, however you want to phrase it.
All right, stay right there. Stay right
You know
there. Stay right there. So Shorty, Nani says, I don't mean to call you Shorty. I see your name right here. I apologize. Nani says, so if they're mature enough, the relationship can continue. They'll have to work on whatever needs to be fixed. Okay, cool. That goes back to your point. There
might be something wrong.
Right. It goes back to your point.
Right.
So, I'm gonna tell you what's going on with old girl.
Okay.
She was upset because he didn't propose to her in the way that she envisioned it.
Okay. Right.
Wait. No. Wait. Pause. I still think it's the guy. It's his fault. You want to know why? Because if you know your girl, you know how she want to be proposed to.
Now let me ask you a question.
Okay.
I take that, but I think at what point does it not become a show? Because I think nowadays so many people are wanting to put on a show, like you're doing it for the gram, you're doing it for Facebook. If I really love you, I don't give a damn if you propose to me in the living room, if that's where your heart is. Now I might say, now, babe, I want this a little bit bigger, so can we, replay this again in 6 days? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Let's figure this out if that's truly what you wanted. But if that man was serious and that's where he felt compelled to propose to you, like I feel like, how dare you? If this is somebody that you really want to spend the rest of your life with.
That was my question. That was my initial question. Well, how did you want to be proposed to? She said, I did not want a big crowd. I did not want it in front of family members I don't fuck with. He did it like during Christmas. Like they were visiting her family like during Christmas or whatever. So it was like a big thing or whatever. So
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
It's her family, right?
Did they have this conversation, or is she telling him? I don't even know if you know this information, but
I might not. I probably don't.
Okay, yeah, because I'm just trying to figure out if they had this conversation and he did it anyway, or this is after the fact. She's like, "Oh, I didn't want this." You get what I'm saying?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know, but the way she was talking about it, it's like
that's just not what she wanted.
That's not what she wanted.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, ultimately, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like. Ultimately, but she's a reserved person. Like she doesn't post on social media. She doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like she's like really low key. So why would you try to do this like grand thing? In my mind, I'm like, okay, I get where she's coming from. She's like, oh yeah, niggas out there taking phones and pictures and da da da.
I see it from both sides.
Yeah.
Right? So on one side, I'm thinking like, at the end of the day, he's just trying to show you that he loves you. All right. That's you know what I mean? That's one side.
Okay.
But on the other side, if this is the woman that you are going to marry, the woman that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, do you not know her well enough to know her likes and dislikes?
Right.
Do y'all guys need to take a step back and rethink about think about this? Refocus on shit. Are y'all rushing it? Like, because if you don't know that she's the type who don't like big things, like, you know what I mean? Like, and you're proposing to it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got something on that.
Okay, what's up?
Now, granted, there might be some family you don't fuck with and stuff. And if you went to your family house for the holidays, you deal with them enough. So we don't know. Maybe it's a thing where her family might not feel like he's good enough. So maybe he wanted to showcase like, hey, I'm going to do it in front of them in spite of because I love you. And so this is the thing that I've realized is that men, because y'all are very logical thinkers, y'all don't always think in the emotional aspect that we do. And so if this is your gesture to say that you love me, maybe I'm not like, this is the fairy tale that I wanted, but I can control like, hey, let's talk about this wedding. I don't want it to be that way. Like, why is it like this is the final resting place? It's not. And so I guess that's the part in me that makes me think maybe there's something else. Maybe there's something else. Maybe he doesn't know her well enough.
You know what? I'm with you because I think there has to be something else because to me, you don't turn a dude down just because they didn't propose the way you wanted them to. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless the way they proposed meant something deeper to the point where it's like, you don't know me, or like it was so far left to where it was like, you don't know me at all. You get what I'm saying? Like that's right. Like, or like you put me in a compromising situation or something like that. Like it has to be something like far on that end deep for it to be, because it has to be something more. Because to me, just because it's not the way necessarily you wanted it, like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like y'all can talk about the wedding all you want and have the perfect wedding. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I will say this, you know, as far as, you know, in her defense of, you know, the way that she wanted it. You know, just back to the guy knowing. All right, so boom. I've been engaged twice. I proposed twice, right? So the first time professional, yeah. What's the serial proposer and shit?
No. 3 times to be a serial.
Yeah, 3 times. Okay, well, it's only twice for me. So the first time, you know, shorty didn't like a whole lot of like glitz and glam and all that. You know what I'm saying? This is really before like social media was like popping. So you didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? We did something real quaint. You know what I'm saying? I did something real smooth. Let's just say that. Did something real smooth. Yeah. I did something real smooth, and that was that, right? The second time around, shorty likes all that glitz and glam, and I gotta post you on Facebook every Man Crush Monday, and you know, do all this, and that. So I knew for that, I was in my mind, I was like, okay, if I do it, it's gotta be a fucking grand gesture. You know what I'm saying? It was like we did a photo shoot in the park or whatever. I had her fucking friends like walking their dogs like on the other side of the park. I hit them while she doing her solo shit. Like, yeah, we bought a fucking big ass bridge and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they come over there and she turn around. Oh my God, I know you fucking lying. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what she liked. She wanted the phones flashing and, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So I understand her from that aspect, but she still, she shouldn't have, I don't think she should have said no.
I would have said yes and been like, look, this is contingent afterwards. Like,
Hey yo.
Let's talk about it later.
So Nani said it sounds like she was looking for an excuse to say no.
Because to say no to such a great proposal just because it wasn't
what you wanted,
like to me that's just a bit extreme. Like kind of like you said, like say yes and then have a conversation about it. You know what I mean? Later. Especially like if there was other people around and you said no in front of everybody, that's hella embarrassing.
Yo, and that's why it's fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's asking like, why is it weird? Because you said no in front of your whole family.
You legit broke this man's heart.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that it's not valid how she feels. But I think it's a difference if you know it took no thought. Like, okay, we want to go get pizza. You're like, will you marry me at Papa John's? Hell no.
Yeah.
Come on, but go do better.
Right.
But I think it has to.
Because that seems thought out. Like, you know what I mean? If it's another thing if it was just like, I mean, did he have a ring or maybe he didn't have a ring?
He have a ring pop?
No, he had a ring.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Because I know some people who just propose, no ring. They're in the middle of a bar, you know what I'm saying? They've been drinking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
does she have social anxiety? Like, does she have some other stuff that might have, you know? Because if that's the case, because there are a lot of people that suffer with stuff like that,
right?
Then maybe it triggered her in that way.
Yeah.
Now that I don't know her mental health state, I do not know that. She seems pretty well balanced to me, but of course that could be, you know.
Yeah, and I would say, like, look, ladies, like. If you care anything about the dude and there's a whole bunch of people, say yes and then immediately pull that dude to the side and be like, look, I don't want to embarrass you out there, but I really can't do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's what most things, like if it comes to even like with the couple being in public, if there's a disagreement or something, we're going to talk about this in the car. We don't have, we no. Together, we are a nice front. Now, we got to talk about something in the car. Let's pull each other to the car and let's have a debate we need.
And I think that's the mature aspect. And I just want to highlight one thing that I've noticed about you during this podcast. Yo, you are a professional mic holder, yo. Like you have been doing this shit for fucking y'all. Y'all see where she hold that mic at? Because yo, I swear to God, niggas be coming on the podcast with the mic like this close to their fucking face. Like, yeah. So what I said was, like, come on, bro.
They about to spit some bars. Hey, yo. So look, listen.
Yo, look, that's why them mics is over there disinfecting and shit. You know what I mean? Nah, but no, it's all good though. But that's you know, let's move on from that because we'll stay on that all night.
Best wishes to her.
Yeah.
And him.
Hey, yo, look, man. I hope y'all work it out, man. I told her to do some self-healing and then do some couple healing.
Leave her crazy ass.
No, leave her second account. Drag an account, okay? Not physical, though.
Oh shit!
Get out of there! Get out of there! She crazy.
So yeah, so I just hope them as a couple, you know, they figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So moving on, y'all ever been tagged in like that third act shit on Facebook and be like, yeah, if you had to live in this house with your third act,
Tag them in the status.
Yeah, tag them in the status or whatever. So all right, somebody tagged me in that bullshit, right?
Oh shit.
And let me tell you what this motherfucker said, yo. Shorty was like, hell no, I can't, cause that nigga's a cancer and da 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 da. I said, hey yo, bruh, I swear to God. I don't respond on this shit, but I'm happy you said no because I couldn't be there with your ass neither. I said, who the fuck says shit like that? Like niggas that be, yo, literally, I think that, and this is just me thinking.
Mm-hmm.
This particular young lady and I had talked for like a quick stint or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
She won't hitting on shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, she was already 2-0 0-2, excuse me, not 2-0, 0-2 for my fucking red flag boxes. But I said, you know what?
What was the red flag?
I'm not telling you. Because
was it that bad? It must have been bad. All right,
it was
that
bad. It was that bad. But she was already, you know, saying she was already 0-2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then she further proceeds to just do extra shit online like this. I'm just like, nigga, you really wanted a chance, yo. Like,
talk yourself right on out of it, baby.
Right. You talk yourself dead ass out of it. Like, I don't like when people do like extra shit after you've turned them down. Like, I turned you down, but you know what? We can remain friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. But you start doing extra shit like this, like, bro, like you doing too much. Like, calm down, shorty. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure you run into dudes that you be like, yeah, my nigga, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? We could be cool, but you know what I'm saying? Then the nigga do some weird shit.
And then you be like, you know what, block her.
Yeah, to me, that's just a fragile ego, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the only reason they doing all this extra shit is because they ego took a hit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because they shot, and you was like block. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's all that is, man.
And it could be immature too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It could be a point of immaturity as well. I mean, you know, kind of like the middle school thing, like, hey, big head. Like, right. Like, but I think that some people thrive out there or feel like I'm going to get your attention or I'm going to know you enough to talk to me. Mm-mm. It's not cute, ladies.
You ever hit a nigga with the hey, big head?
How many years has been?
To be honest, I don't think I hit it. The only person I feel like I really ever hit with a hey, big head was like somebody I rocked with in like high school. You know what I'm saying? Because we had that playful type of relationship. Not being grown. Yeah. Not unless it was like a joke or something like we talked about before. And it's just like, oh, what up, big head? But like,
kind of like a running joke type of thing.
You know, I'm a little too saucy for that.
Oh, okay. All right, for sure. All right, so you and I were talking.
Okay.
About you and I were talking about retail jobs, and I was comparing it more so to fast food. I only had like a handful of retail jobs. I had a shitload of fast food jobs back in my you know what I'm saying, college years, you know, before college, high school years and shit. And we talked about it breeding babies. Because people be fucking around at the job. You wanna introduce this topic?
Well, I got personal experience. But outside of that, I think by the time you first get to your retail, your fast food job, generally that's most people's first jobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you 16, 17, 18, you smelling yourself. You like, oh snap, y'all don't know who I am. Like you finally finding a little sauciness. You're getting money now, so you can dress how you want to dress. If your parents said, look, you can do what you want to do and it's your money. Right. So now you're getting maybe more attention because you look the way you desire to look. And then the loophole is now you finally legal. So you got those predators, and I'm gonna say predators because I think we have to be careful with this in the Black community because we're quick to be like, oh, she's 16, then that means she good. If she's 16 and you 24, maybe not rethink that, okay? Because it's still a baby.
Wait, I was about to say 16.
Yeah, I was about to say, is it 16? Well, it depends on different states.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Because I was about to say, I thought it was 18, but I think the states are different.
Sound real R. Kelly-ish.
But that's the thing. That's a
ongoing thing. Like I know most of my friends that I know when we were working retail or fast food jobs, that's when the grown men was kind of like, oh, well, you almost grown. And they're trying to teach you something. And I think that that's how this stuff starts happening because you're really smelling yourself. I think boys, y'all are always told to kind of sow y'all wild oats and just like, whatever. And so y'all just like, well, I mean, if you're going to give it to me, I'm going to take it. Not take it.
See, that's really creepish. I guess probably from the backgrounds that me and Naeem come from, that's really creepish. And on top of that, you know, we come from a religion where it's like kind of like prearranged marriages. Mm-hmm. So they trying to get you married as soon as you fucking turn 18. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, as soon as you know hit puberty, they really try and get you married type shit. So you know what I'm saying? Our parents, however, was like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like they not doing that. They not ready. Yeah, you can't even take care of yourself. I'm still doing your laundry, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, but I get that. It's like, you know, it's so crazy how, you know, the shit can get overlooked, and it blows my mind. Like, bro, if you're 24, what the fuck do you have in common with a 16-year-old?
You know the stuff that you want freshman year. And that's the problem, because it becomes all too common. How many girls can say in high school that they had older men trying to pick them up, or where you walking home to, or I can take you home?
Yo, that was the thing. Wasn't that a thing in high school?
So let me tell you, some of the dudes that I hated the most were these college dudes hollering at damn high school girls.
Yep.
When I was damn 16, 17, I used to hate them niggas. And the reason being is because you basically cheat, bro. Because like, obviously, like, we're all in high school. Right. You know what I mean? We ain't got no money.
We living with our parents.
Yeah, most of us ain't got no car. Right. And then here come this grown-ass nigga.
with his beat-up fucking Camry.
With a beat-up fucking Camry, small-ass fucking apartment and shit. You know what I'm saying? All up in the hood and shit. Got his own shit. And then coming and talking to the women our age. And then the girl like, oh, well, my man got this, my man got that. I'm like, what? He should. Yeah, right. He should. He should have all that stuff. He got there 25. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So what, do we breed that, though, right? Because how many times does a ninth grader talk to a senior and it's deemed okay? Because they're in the same school.
Well, see, okay, so all right.
Yeah, be careful with that.
But you know what? I can kind of understand that only because, you know, you have certain states where like the Romeo-Juliet law or whatever, if it's a pre-existing relationship, you don't know who you gonna like, you know what I'm saying? But if y'all in the same school,
I got something for you. I went to ninth grade at 13 years old. Okay. I turned 14 that September. Okay. It was a guy in my Spanish class that was 20 years old.
That nigga held back.
Yeah, he must be.
I don't know. We got into it. He flipped the desk. I was just like, "Hey, what you gonna do?" Scared as shit. But I was just like, "I'm gonna stand my ground because I talk shit," and he was being an asshole. But I mean, he really was. He was an asshole who had anger problems, and I'm like, "Why are we even in the same school?"
Wow.
So when you think about that, did I look like I was 13? No.
Right.
Was I shaped like I was 13? Hell no. Mm-hmm. Most people thought I was 16, 17 until they realized who my brother was, and they were like, "Oh no, leave me alone." So I say that to say, we have to think about those age differences that nobody thinks about. Mm. So is 14 and 17 okay? Mentally,
they still fucking kids, man. Like I don't know, man. Like now, would I be upset? Like, well, matter of fact, you got a daughter, bro. So you gotta.
So do I set the shit off.
Yeah. So you gotta, and your daughter is getting ready to. Is around that age, bro. So yeah. So you gotta respond to this because I can't. I don't have no dog in the fight, man. I could just speculate.
I mean, selfishly speaking, I don't want my daughter dating at all.
Agreed.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Not at all. Right? Not at all. Like, I mean, like to me, like me personally, like I wouldn't condone any dating. I wouldn't even think about it until at least 16. And then when you're talking about that, now you're talking about 2-3 years older. She's 16. The other person's, you know,
18, 19.
18, 19.
Mm.
See, I wouldn't mind a 2-year difference because, you know what I'm saying? It's really close. But when you talk about 3 years,
It start getting wider and wider.
it start getting a little iffier. And then even as like the guys need to be really careful because I know this whole situation where a dude went to jail over some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I do too.
I had a college frat brother that did as well.
Yeah, like no, they were both in high school, and homie ended up getting a statutory rape charge.
The one that was
there was some race stuff involved, but anyway.
Well, no, this one I got is straight black people that actually happened at North Carolina Central. And this is why I don't agree with that early college with them niggas actually being on the fucking campus. I don't agree with that at all because they had these high school kids in these college courses, in the intro college courses with these fucking freshman college students, right? So, shorty could be like 15, 16, whatever. Of course, you know what I'm saying? It's something in the water. They're not built like that. Yeah. So you see them, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And then, let's not introduce now with Fashion Nova and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Makeup.
Yeah, Fashion Nova and makeup. Like, you really can't tell how old this young lady is that's coming into this classroom. So you catch your eye for her, you start talking to her, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you say, oh shit, you don't stay on campus? Oh no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from the area, so I stay at home. She lying. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm from the area, I live at home with my parents. Oh, okay, cool. Well, come by the dorm room. You know what I'm saying? You end up, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever. And then it's like, oh, now it's a whole charge when she get pregnant. Or now it's a whole charge when her pops find out. But you had no idea because she has an ID that says Central. She don't have to show you no fucking ID because you're thinking, oh shit, you attended Central, all right, you legal, you at least 18, you know what I'm saying?
And most people don't ask for ID.
Right.
I mean, that's even with women sometimes. So there's some guys with these full beards, real bully out here. You're like, how are you, 20, what? No, go sit down. No, sir, you can't come to this table. No, sit down.
Yeah,
we got our beards kind of early, bro.
Early. I mean, I
feel like you did have a whole beard like 10 years ago.
Yeah. No, I mean, I had a goatee when I was probably like, I don't know, 15.
Yeah, man.
15, you know what I'm saying? I had a goatee going. So it's like, it's hard, you know what I mean? Especially because I'm just thinking about, because I haven't had any situations like when I was a senior, I wasn't really talking to any of the young girls. But like, I can think about when I started going to work and they're hiring people who are 16 and 17 and you're just working with the person and you can spark up a conversation. And if you're, like me being 19, 20 at the time, sometimes you'd be surprised about how mature, you know what I mean? A 16-year-old girl is, you know what I mean? You just start a conversation, and then later, you know what I mean? It could be weeks later, you find out, so like, wait, how old are you? What? God damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then to catch you off guard because you're not even thinking about that. So it's a very iffy situation. I mean, I'm just glad I'm older and don't got to deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, so me and my daughter's father met when we worked at a retail location. And I feel like we first met when I was maybe 18, 19, because I used to come home from college. But I also was, I guess, considered the aggressor. Like, I was the one that went to talk to him. Like, hey, I keep seeing you. What's up? How you doing?
Right.
But I think, again, you start to feel yourself. Like, I'm grown now. Yeah. Like, I got my own car. I can do what I want to do. And I think after you hit that grown mark, people tend less to look and say, well, how old are you? Like, how many years old are you?
Yeah, right.
You're very mature. You handle yourself this way. Okay, you're not with drama. Like, all right. So I think those areas breed that because it also shows you how other grown people maneuver. So then you start looking and imitating, just like a baby imitates their parents and they learn how to do certain things.
Right.
You start imitating grown people, whether it be the good side or the bad side of it.
Yeah, I think. I think it's just like nasty work, like just depending on how you look at it, man. It's like
there's just so many like ins and outs of it, man. But like personally, like when you talk, unless they were together in high school and then the dude went to college later on, you know what I'm saying, after the fact. But if the college dude comes at a high school chick and they never like, you know what I mean, had any dealings before that, to me, that's just weird because there's just so many women on campus. You can look at the statistics.
There's more women than guys.
There's more women on campus,
Where?
and I have to question your mental maturity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you have to go all the way down to high school to talk to a chick, when there's all these women on your level, you know what I'm saying, just around campus.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? So, you know, to me, I think that also might be a little like a control thing, or you know what I mean, or you want to feel superior kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's weak. To me, that's weak sauce.
Simp shit.
Yeah, that's
Simp shit.
That's
Yeah. Simp shit, man. We don't do that over here, man. So we were talking prior to the podcast, all three of us, we were talking about that 10-year challenge that everybody was doing.
Yeah.
So
Y'all ain't got no sense. Just
so
right
we were talking about that 10-year challenge or whatever, right? So it was this one person on Facebook, and they always do these challenges, and I was wondering why they were missing out on this one. And the response was, Shorty said, I'm not doing, this is her status now, I'm not doing the 10-year challenge because I got long titties now. That's why it was so funny when you had said the different marks or whatever,
right.
But I'm here to tell you.
The 1 year to 10 year.
Yeah, right. But I'm here to tell you, Shorty. I'm here to tell you. Grown ass men don't care about that shit.
They gonna lift them up anyway.
Yeah. Look, we don't care about your long. Look, we embrace long ass titties because you know what? When titties are naturally long, they got that and this is just for me. When titties is long, they got that little gap right here. Oh my god! And you wear that fucking shirt that kind of that's like loose, but it kind of cup your titties right here. Oh my god, nigga, that shit. Man, look, I can't wait, nigga. I can't wait to get married and my wife get them long ass titties. Oh, nigga, it's a fucking wrap, bro. It's a fucking wrap, bro. I promise you, I'm gonna lose my shit the morning I wake up and she get up to go fucking fix breakfast and all you see is her titties hitting right above her fucking fupa because we gonna have a couple kids, so it's gonna hit right above her fupa. I'm like, God damn it. Just come right behind her. I ain't grabbing the ass. I'm grabbing the motherfucking titties. Them long ass fucking titties, yo. They right there, bro.
Y'all taking notes? Because all the things that sometimes women we think that these men care about, they don't give a damn about. Okay?
Give a damn about that shit.
They want it all. Okay? And then they like, poop this, okay? Because I'm gonna be tough.
Shorty said to me, look at me while you eat it. Suck your stomach in, nigga. Let's go. Like, what's up, yo? What's up?
It's a head breast. He ain't fucking in.
Man, look. You got, shit. If you want me to look at you, you know what I'm saying? Just fold it over a little bit. You know what I mean? You see how I did that motherfucker right there? It's practice. You know what I mean?
Professional over here.
Bro, now you quiet as shit, bro.
I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? My man trying to, like, he want to hit her from behind and suck the titty at the same time. He trying to, like, he's like, look, he gonna wrap it around. He gonna throw it over the shoulder like, yo,
there's movement going on.
There's
a lot of movement going on. Yo, you know what though? You know what? It's I know some women. I've been around some women that get embarrassed when they sweat during sex. But I think that shit is the sexiest shit ever. Please sweat. I don't sweat a lot. It takes a lot for me to sweat, so I don't sweat a lot. So if a woman sweats and
licking the salt,
huh?
You licking the salt. You like to sweat. You licking the salt.
No. I'm not talking about that. No. But I
you know we used to like.
You get me salty. Yeah.
I know what you're saying. But no, that's not it. No. But it's just like everything is like fucking. It's like gliding across a fucking ice floor. Like that shit is just like you don't even have to tell her to turn over. All you gotta do is move your hip a little bit, and she gonna slip this way. Man, look, y'all can't tell me shit, nigga. Yo, just like you said, the shit that y'all women think that we be looking for and y'all be embarrassed about, nigga, we don't give a damn. Sometimes we like that shit.
Before sex, okay? They like to sweat.
My dad
Stop spraying.
You thinking it's getting wet, man? That's sweat.
Hey,
That
bro.
is sweat.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro, but when you in that motherfucker, that shit.
You like, oh, it's splashing. Yeah, it's splashing. It's hot as hell in this motherfucker.
Heat up to 80. Fuck around with me.
Yeah.
You did it to somebody before.
I did do that to some.
You ain't shit for that.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I be sweating like a motherfucker when I be open that joint, bro. I be having to have a towel, like, I'm sorry, let me wipe that off for you. Okay. I be, woo.
Yeah, bro.
I be hot. You gotta turn the fan on while we going, because otherwise.
Yeah, but honestly, bro, I've never sweat a lot. It takes a lot for me to
sweat.
No, it takes a lot for me to sweat, yo. I have to have liquor in me, be outside in fucking 100-degree weather for me to start sweating.
Different type of sex when you got liquor, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man, yeah.
Different technique. The only thing about sweat, I don't think women we particularly mind sweat because most guys sweat. But if your bead of sweat fall near my mouth, woo, that is trickery. Like if you shit, wipe it in for me. Let me wipe it for you. Like, don't.
That shit just be. I feel like yeah, I feel like that's happened to you before. Yeah, mm-hmm. You want to talk about it?
You know, I didn't like it.
Okay, all right. It was a little weird. Okay. It was like a little smooth as shit. Okay. So now what do you do in preparation for it? If you ask a nigga, you know, do you get sweaty during sex? And he says, yeah, you know, I get a little moist.
I get moist.
Moist. Pause.
But no, real stuff. I think it's always okay to have a nigga give me towel.
I get moist in sex.
You know, just because you don't know. I mean, you might be all the way bare ass the way the Lord brought you in here, or you might not be. You know what I'm saying? So it depends. Like if you just happen to be getting it in, you got a shirt on, you can swipe it with a shirt, your shirt, somebody's shirt,
right?
Hand, whatever. But you know, if you just realize that your man's sweating, and you just know what other preparations you might just need to take.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I be sweating like a motherfucker. I'm gonna need a ball of water and a little handy towel.
Cold water, right?
Right there. Yeah, right there.
Don't give me no damn cold water. I like my shit room temp. Don't give me no cold water, yo. I don't like cold water, yo. I don't like cold water. No, I don't like cold water, man. No, I like my shit room temperature. It's not hot, but it's not super duper cold neither.
Listen, man, I'm coming out the room like I just sprinted 5 miles. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody in the water, we getting hot, what we get?
I'm like, open up a window.
Shorty said, she's like, yeah, that's why you turn the fan on.
Hell yeah.
Open the window, hit the shower.
Okay.
In the shower, yeah.
It's like that. It's like that. All right, man. So it's a couple of podcasts ago we talked about, you know, how as a man we can talk ourselves out of pussy, right? But however, we never talk about how women talk themselves out of the dick, right? So let me tell you.
I'm gonna take notes. I'm gonna listen.
Let me tell you. So this is how a woman can really talk herself like out of the dick. Like if we're getting to the point, right, where sex is imminent, right? Sex is going to happen. It might not happen that day, but it's going to happen that week, that month.
I think we talked about this a little bit before. Go ahead.
The sex gonna happen, girl.
Yeah, I mean the sex is going. You know when the sex is going to happen. That little goodbye kiss lasts a little longer. You know what I'm saying?
You like next time, girl. Calm down,
Right.
We give ourselves pep talks. It's okay.
Okay, all right. Well, good. That's good to know. See, we learned something new today. All right, so yeah, that little goodbye kiss lasts a little longer. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, that ass grab might happen. You know what I'm saying? And she might, instead of looking at you like you did something wrong, she might look at you and be like, "Ooh, nigga."
She like that bottom lip, you know.
but sex was imminent, right? Okay. So Shorty began to be like super duper clingy. Like just like I had already hit it and it was like, but I haven't yet. Like that shit weirds me out. Like don't switch gears on me so quickly. Okay. It's the switching of the gears so quickly. Like I like to let things happen in a natural pace.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like organically, right? I know if we do it and I give you some great AP, I expect that. I expect you to be like, nigga, what you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
What?
Every 4 hours throughout the day type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute.
Because you miss me. You want to talk to me.
But
I understand that.
That's an immediate switch gears, though. That was contradictory. Don't switch gears so fast, but I expect if I give you this grade A dick. I'm sorry, was I supposed to say that?
No, you can say
Oh,
that.
okay.
You can say
If I
that,
give you this grade A dick, you gonna call me in 4 hours like, what you doing, where you at? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're supposed to be like, hey, man, like, okay.
Look, once you gave her the okay, she had to emphasize.
Yeah, right.
This grade A dick. She had to emphasize the dick when you said it was okay.
But yeah, no, man. But I mean,
You don't want to switch up and happen after you give it a dick.
right, because there's no catalyst for it. It's no catalyst there. If there's no catalyst, then I can't.
Maybe you didn't decide her. Maybe she already came from you without the things. Did you think about that?
I haven't thought about
See?
that. That's something new.
Dig deeper.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know,
that's something new.
I mean, it's not something that happens often, but I kind of see what you're saying a little bit here. Is like, because I've had chicks who have shown like to be like real like jealous or like possessive like early on before we even get to that point. Like I remember one time I was me and this shorty, we was talking up something nice. This was at work, and then like
That was so nice. You was talking so nice.
yeah, and then this other girl came. And, you know, I guess she just tried to join the conversation. And, you know, I was like, okay, chopped it up with her.
Yeah.
Like he was being friendly. She ain't like that.
And then the girl walked off. And then I looked back and her whole face was different. And then,
expression. She was over there like,
yeah, and then I was like, yo, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, at that point on, I said, yo, especially since we was working together, I was like, yo, if I go ahead and go forward with this,
It's gonna be a problem.
it's gonna be a problem. So I had to say, I was like, I'm gonna have to backpedal.
let me ask you a question. So, just in general, women outnumber men, mostly in jobs as well, depending on where you're working. So, now I'm not saying this from personal experience per se.
Okay.
If you start dealing with this person, it's more probable that you can hit every chick in here, especially if you work in call centers and stuff like that. When the ratio is 93% women and 7% men, so there's some women that feel like they gotta kind of make their statement like, well, I don't like that, or like, is this what you're gonna do? Only because the accessibility is there.
No.
And because y'all can act without emotions a lot of times. Not saying that women can't, because we can, but because of that, maybe she felt like she had to just let you know, like, hey, I'm feeling you. I don't necessarily agree with her antics, but
right.
you know, maybe that's the thing, because it's not like, I don't think for men in general, it's hard for y'all to meet or talk to anybody. As women, we gotta dig, we gotta chop down shells and shit. We gotta like crack eggs and be like, hey, how you doing? You gotta talk to the inner child in y'all ass, because y'all be over here like,
But see, that because y'all trying to really get to know these dudes. We just looking, you know what I'm saying, to have a good time.
See?
And that's why our options are like this, because we're looking for a very few, like a small set of things, where y'all are looking for like this long list of things. So it's like,
I never thought about it like that.
yeah. So that's kind of why it's like a little flip flop. But it's true what you're saying. Typically, if there's a dude who can like get a certain level of chick, chances are he can get the other girls at that level too.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Because
right.
you know, he got game. He got a little swag to him. So if that girl's checking for him, chances are looking like, okay, yeah. Especially if they, you know, I don't know what it is, but when women see dudes getting attention from other women, suddenly he's more attractive.
Right.
So I'm gonna clarify that for y'all now.
Okay. All right, go ahead. How does it happen? Explain it.
Okay. So
Because I know when I got a girl, I feel like they can smell it on me. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna speak for free, and you know, say my little crew specifically. I scan a room anytime I walk into the room, and I'm like, he kind of cute. Like we already kind of pre-think, yes, no, maybe so, blah blah blah, prior to having conversations. Now, conversations can definitely talk somebody in or out of.
Facts.
Okay, but I think that
sometimes it's who we see, and we're just like, like, okay, in comparison, like we comparing and contrasting as we're seeing people, and then it's just like, dang, then we find out generally you're the person that's taking this, like, well, damn, it makes sense because they got these characteristics.
Right.
This is what they have going on. Mm-hmm. But most of the time, a lot of good men are taken. When depending upon what you're looking for.
And another thing is that dudes who get women typically aren't pressed. So they're a little bit more laid back, a little bit, you know what I'm saying, more relaxed, and you know what I mean. They're not pressing as much as the dudes who can't get it. You know what I'm saying. So the dude who can't get it, he's just chilling, he's just relaxing, he's like whatever. You know what I mean. If it works out with you, if it doesn't work out, it don't matter because he know he can get it this way. You know what I'm saying, like.
Hey yo, this is a really controversial statement that just came through.
All right.
Shorty said, well, that's why y'all need to hit them females with them OnlyFans pages because they got no feelings. That's not true at all. Man. That's not true at all. You can't knock them ladies for their hustle, man. That's not true at all. I don't subscribe to that. I don't agree with that.
Everybody has feelings. Whether we bury them, whether we choose not to react on them, we all feel stuff. Right. And everybody still wants something. And it could be that they're doing it because they need a certain level of attention to be okay with themselves. It could be their insecurities, or they could just be like, hey, this is quick money and this is what I need to do.
Or they could just be doing it what they do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, like, I know a couple of couples that got OnlyFans pages. Yeah. They fucking killing the game right now.
And it's true. And they be like, well, I'm a fuck anyway, so y'all might as well look at your page.
Right, like, yo, honestly, let me say this right now. If I was with somebody and they said, babe, let's start an OnlyFans page. Nigga, this podcast will be over with.
You putting a mask on, you gonna show your face? You masking, what you gonna do?
You know what? I think I might do like the robber mask. You know what I'm saying? Like I might do some good ass shit like that with the robber mask and shit.
With Timberland boots?
With some Timberland boots on, just some real like nigga shit. You know what I mean? Like, but you know, just because of the job that I work, I can't have my face out there. And then 9 times out of 10, you know, the lady that I'm probably with probably can't have her face out there either, because she would probably be ski masked up too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just, you know, it's just y'all niggas want to see us fuck, we fuck it with mask on, like, you know what I'm saying?
And y'all gonna pay to see it.
Hey, y'all gonna pay to fucking see it. For free. No, hell no. Well, no, Pornhub, they get you money at the as people watching. Yeah, it accumulates up. I was an amateur porn star one time in life.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
All right, so 2 things. 1, hell no.
He said, ain't nobody seeing my lady stuff.
And 2, like I've dealt with a chick who was kind of out there. Well, there's a couple of chicks. One actually now has OnlyFans. One didn't have OnlyFans, but she was like putting stuff out there kind of like that. Okay. And those type of women will drive you fucking crazy, bro. They got, you know what I mean? Like they still have, you know what I mean? Yeah, they got feelings, trust me, because they unleashed it on me. Oh. You know what I mean? When I was dealing with them. So thinking those OnlyFans girls are just like, oh, they want that and that's it. Nah. You know what I'm saying? The only reason they doing that OnlyFans is because they want the money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it was like my girl, like my lady, like we together, we not going nowhere type shit. Oh, niggas want to watch us fuck? Shit.
So let me ask you a question. Would it be a difference if she's your girlfriend versus if she's your wife?
No.
Okay.
No.
What do you think?
The
way you look like.
I'm probably a bit more possessive. I ain't with that
shit. I'm about the bag, man. Like, look, I see the shit. I see the dollars. How the fuck we gonna market this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, boom. We need to create some fucking secondary pages on Twitter, because Twitter is the only place you can drop. You know what I'm saying? The fucking clips to give niggas the taste, so they can go subscribe to the shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, my mind is already working. You know what I mean?
The only way that's going down is if the bag is gonna be what Kim K and Ray J get. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to be on that kind of level.
You said you can get there, but you gotta work to get there.
Yeah, you gotta work to get it, bro. Like,
fuck all that.
All right, yo, man, we about to get up out of here, man. We done gave you your hour, man, and then some, man. Free, thank you for rocking with us, yo. We definitely appreciate it, yo. For sure. Yo, y'all make sure y'all follow the podcast, man. Drinks and Discussion Podcast on Facebook and YouTube. D&D Pod on Instagram. Make sure you follow me, King Bot, KBNGBAK. all social media platforms. Make sure you follow my man Primetime Naeem, Primetime_Naeem on Instagram. And also on YouTube at Agree the number 2 Disagree. If you having the video, if you having me laughing, I can't comment on all of them, but I be commenting on most of them.
Right.
But yeah, make sure you follow him, man. It's good content up there. Free, where can they get you at?
Free the Poet NC on Instagram and on Facebook, and Miss Rita Free, and also the Cool Spot NC on Facebook, also on YouTube.
All right, for sure.
All right.
Appreciate y'all rocking. Yo, y'all make sure y'all share this video, man. Share this video. It's $500. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tonight that share this video, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna go look at it at the end of the week. Today's video and tomorrow's video. So y'all make sure y'all share it to y'all Facebook pages, y'all Twitter pages, wherever you can share it to. Share it. I can see when y'all share it, where y'all share it to, whatever, man. Don't miss out on that money. All right.